Hey everybody! We wanted to invite you to join us as we play the back nine here at Eagle Mountain Golf Club in Fountain Hills, Arizona. It's a beautiful Friday evening and we are ready to tee off on number 10. This is a par 5. Josh, can you turn it around and kind of show them where we're going to be going?
Yeah, so we're starting from right about here on the tee box. And as you can see, all the way down there, we have some water here off on the left. So you got to stay to this right to make sure you're on the fairway.
So it's about 510 yards from the greens. I'm going to be playing the reds, so I've got a little bit of an advantage on that. So let's take our first shot and see how we do. Okay, Josh is ready to tee off.
We have a bit of a wind up here, so I'm going to try to keep it nice and low, hit a nice slow little cut. Hopefully it works out pretty good.
All right,
let's see how we go.
Let's see if he's able to achieve his objective here. Sounded good.
I think we'll be nice and good, boys and girls. Nice little baby cut, kept it relatively low. Could have kept it a bit lower out of the wind, but works out nicely. Just with this wind, you got to be careful with drivers and other long clubs. If you have any sort of side spin, the wind just exacerbates it. If you hit it nice and straight, it'll work out, as long as not too much backspin than a balloons. But now let's get down there and see how it went.
Okay, Josh, what are you going to do here on your second shot?
Well, ended up in the fairway nice. I'm just going to hit a layup 8-iron up to about 90, 100 yards and then go in. So if you see up there, the green is very protected on the front with bunkers and then has a steep lip on the backside, so you don't want to be long. We're right about 200, 205 yards in. Could attack it, but the smart play is lay up and then hit a nice close shot with the wedge. So we're going to do that. I think that'll work.
All right, good shot. All right, Josh, how far out are you?
We got 93 yards, so I was right about on the money with what I wanted with that approach shot. Got to 56 here. Gonna do a nice kind of 3/4 swing.
Got to get up and over all those
nice and
bunkers
close
up there.
All right, let's see what we can do. Bit of a downhill lie here, so it should come off with a slight draw. Let's see how we can get her nice and close.
It's up. Oh no.
Oh.
What happened?
I didn't play it right far enough with that draw. Hit just left of the pin there on that downslope and just rolled all the way down in.
Bummer. All right. I don't know if you can see this, but Josh's ball went down into the water there.
Yeah, so I had to play it up on this hill a little bit, wouldn't stay, trying to drop it down a bit, so
he's got to take a drop here.
Had to take a drop. Now let's see if we can't get this
quite a bit of a little too much
way too
bump.
much.
All right, well, after overhitting that one, now he's got a little bit of a looked good. Oh, but then it keeps rolling.
Yeah, it didn't sit for me. Wanted it to check, but it didn't. All right, guys, that was not the ideal hole. Right idea, trying to lay up there, and end up just hitting that that chip shot there with the 56. A little bit left, didn't play that draw enough. Unfortunately went in the water, so gonna have to take a bogey on that hole. Again, right idea, but poor execution. It's the way it goes with golf sometimes.
All right, Let's try this again, Josh. Let's take a deep breath and start all over here.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so hole number 11 here is a 435 yard. A little bit of a
Par 4.
Par 4, a little bit of a dog leg, right?
Slight dog leg right up there, yeah.
If I'm remembering this hole correctly.
Yep.
All right, Josh, what are you going to use on this one? What's your strategy here?
2 iron off the tee here. Give myself probably about like 170, 180 back in. It's a bit of a tight fairway up there with the dog legs, so just trying to keep one nice and easy in play. See how it goes.
Little off to the left,
It's in the fairway now.
It should be good.
Wasn't the purest strike, but you know, it's out in the fairway. We got a shot on the next approach to get it nice and close to the green. All right, guys, that was a super toey strike off that 2 iron there, but that's why we go iron sometimes, because even though it was toey, wound up in the fairway, we still have a shot.
So Josh, while we're waiting for the group in front of us, what can you tell me about the homes along the fairway here?
Well, you got a nice mix of homes, 3, 4, and a couple 5 bedrooms here. Good mix. These ones right here are more tract home style. Then you have ones behind Barbara here, up on the hill, that are more of the custom style.
Wow, there's some beautiful custom homes up against the mountain there, aren't there? All right, Josh.
All right, guys, wound up in the fairway, just trying to get one up there nice and close. See if we can't save a par. Fell over a little bit there, but managed to strike it pretty good. Roll up there, give me a shot at a nice close approach in, and see what we can't save on this hole.
All right, Josh, what do we got here?
I got right about 55 yards. Put myself here just short so I have a nice look at the green. Got a chip one up, 56 here in the hands. Gonna land it a bit short of the pin. Let it release up there. Just have to get it right over that first hump.
Ooh, that looks good.
Tiny bit long.
Maybe a little long, huh?
Tiny bit long, but it'll work. Alright guys, not my best performance out so far today. Probably shouldn't have gone rock climbing earlier today. Left the upper body a bit tired. But that's no real excuse. Let's see what we can do with these putts. Alright guys, sorry I didn't record that, but I ended up missing the putt. So another bogey. Not ideal. But, you know, it is what it is. How'd you do?
I also got a bogey.
So 2 not ideal scores, but let's see if we can make it up on the next one. Alright guys, let's see if I can't make this up for last hole. Gonna play a little cut off that left side up there.
Josh, what can you tell us about this hole before you go? Is it a par 4, par 5?
It's a par 5, a little bit long. Not terribly long, right about 500 yards from here. So we got to get one out there a little bit to have a good approach shot in, maybe possibly get an eagle.
That'll work. Right in the middle of the fairway up there.
Yep, and that's the cut. The old reliable that gets the job done.
I just love these. Keep getting mesmerized by some of these houses out here. They're just beautiful. All right, Josh, looks like you're about 225 yards out. So what's your strategy on this one?
Gonna go for 4 iron, a little bit of a cut. Try to get it nice and close. And then if I do miss and doesn't come enough, I have a nice backdrop there to stop it for me. Just don't want to be too right. And yeah, hopefully it goes nice and pure.
All right, I think we're about ready here. The group in front of us is just playing a little slow today, which is very frustrating.
All right, let's see if we can't get one nice and close here.
I think that one went way more left than you anticipated or were.
That one did not cut. That drew a bit, unfortunately. But that's what you get when you use a bad swing, so. Alright guys, right here, if you see, pin's just right up there. That's what happens when you mean to go for the cut, but you hit the draw. Remember, don't try to make it too complicated. Keep it breaking a little bit right to left. See if I can put a good stroke on this. Just missed it outside. Well, that's what happens. Better hole though. Better hole for you too?
I did. I got a par on that one.
Very good.
Okay, this is hole 13. I love the view from this one. I don't know if you can see that out in the distance, but that is Red Mountain, and it's got the sun shining on it, and it is just beautiful. So we're waiting for the group in front of us to go. So this is a 139 yard downhill to that, it's a par 3. And always kind of challenging to hit it right on the green, but we'll see how we do today. So Josh, while we're waiting for that group in front of us again, I know we've got a lot of our clients that are looking for golf course homes, or they want to live in a golf course community. So if someone was coming to you and said, hey Josh, what's one thing that I should look at if I'm going to look for a home in a golf course community? What's one thing that you would advise them of?
So probably the most important thing for buying a home on the golf course is, if you really like golf, would be location of the home is probably the most important. A lot of people just want to have and are happy with any home that's on the golf course, good golf course views, but some are far better than others. For instance, you don't really want to be on a home that's right next to the cart path, because then that's a lot of noise day in and day out with people driving by. Likewise, you want to be careful. You don't want to have a home right in the landing spots in the fairway, or on some tight greens. You don't want to be there either for the errant shots, unless you want to put some nets up and enjoy getting broken windows and roof tiles.
Well, and I would imagine you don't want to be too close to the course either, because you don't want to hear all the golfers when they've had a bad shot.
That is true as well. I mean, sometimes it can be kind of fun to hear that, but other times, you know, when you're not really ready for it, it gets a little annoying.
Well, those are some good tips if somebody's looking for a home in a golf course. All right, are you ready?
Almost. Just waiting for them to finish up on the green here, trying to get warm. Sometimes, as you guys know, with waiting golf, it's tough to stay in the groove when you're waiting, 5, 10, 20 minutes on each tee box or at every approach shot. And it's crazy how the pros can do it and wait 30 minutes and then still hit a perfect shot, but fortunately most of us here, we're not pros and we're not that good at staying in the groove.
All right, Josh, let's see how close you can get to that pin down there.
Yeah, try to hit a nice shot here, a little bit of a cut. Try to land it softly right by the pin. Not if I do that.
I think you hit it a little fat, so you're just, it's rolling up. Pretty close.
If you notice this divot here, a little bit fat.
All right, what you got going on here, Josh?
Oh, wound up a little short, better than I deserved for that swing.
The pin is on the way far end of this green here.
Yeah, let's
got
see
a long way to go.
Try to fly it about halfway there, let it release, and then go towards the hole.
Ooh, pretty close. Okay, guys, looks like he's got about, what, a 15-foot putt?
Yeah, like right about 15. ball released a little bit more than I was anticipating. As we talked about, these greens aren't exactly the most consistent, so let's see if I can't get this in.
Ooh.
Not if I don't make it there.
Needed a little bit more oomph on that one. Okay guys, we are on number 14 now. This is a very interesting hole. It's about 375 yards to the green. However, there is a huge gully right in front of the green up there. So you have to
lay up.
You have to lay up, right? And then, but you have to get it close enough so that when you lay up, that you can get it up on top of that, on top of the green there. So let's see how Josh does with this one.
So I'm gonna do a nice controlled shot here.
Ooh, that'll work. Nice shot. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but we are behind the mountain here right now. So the sun is starting to go down. But once we get around the corner up there, it'll open up again for us. Hopefully we'll be able to finish before the sun sets tonight. So this is that gully we were talking about that we have to get over. Josh did make it, so he's on the green. Unfortunately, my ball hit about a foot short and is in the dirt. So Josh looks like he's got about 18 foot putt.
Let's see if I can make the third. Ooh, it did not break.
Just wide.
I read that as a right to left break and it went dead straight. But we'll take the par.
Okay, we're on hole number 15 here, and oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that forecast disc. It looks like it has been hit multiple times by a lot of different golf balls. Alright, what do we got here, Josh?
I'm gonna try to just hit it.
This is a par 3. How far is it?
About 100 yards, real short here.
Real short par 3 here.
I'm gonna try to hit a 56, nice and close. Nice, easy, controlled swing. See what we can do.
Looks
Like
good.
within about 5 feet there.
Not bad.
I'll take it. All right, guys, just walking up to the green here on 15. Ball looked like it was a bit closer than it is. Looks like I've got right about 15 feet here, just short. A little bit more wind up there than I thought. You can see a little bit up the hill. Just short.
All right, we are on number 16? 16, par 4, and this is about a 330 yards up to the green. And as you can see, we're quickly losing our daylight. So, gotta make this one count.
Yep, see if I can pound one up there fairly close. A little bit of that cut we like today. That should be good.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
All right, what are you, about 80 yards out here, Josh?
About 80.
What are you hitting?
Hitting a little 56. Try to control the flight up there a little bit. See if we can't get
Looks
a
like
nice...
it's going way right to left up there.
Be fairly close.
good.
That'll.
All right, Josh is going for birdie here. Let's see how he does. Looks like he's about maybe 12, 15 feet out. Oh, and he left it short again. Josh,
Again.
how many times have you left it short today?
Too many.
Oh my God, he's gonna have to settle for a par.
Yep. And that's why you never leave your birdie putt short. All right, guys, I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. You can see we caught the sprinklers here. And with sprinklers going, it makes for a less than ideal and a somewhat wet experience. Wouldn't you say, Barb?
Well, now that I'm soaking wet, I would say so, yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us here. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified of all our future videos. Thanks.